What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be having a guide on how you should play Kapkan, and I'm going to give you a bunch of spots, my favorite spots for Kapkan on different maps. This video is going to be a little slower than my usual videos. I'm going to take time and explain my thought processes behind it. If you guys don't like it, let me know, and I can make it like my other videos where I just roll through the tips and stuff. But yeah, if you like the video, make sure to let me know in the comments what you want me to change and improve on, and that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one. If you want to skip the part where I just give a basic explanation of how you should be playing Kapkan, you can skip to the timestamp right here to get straight into the tips and the placements that I use on certain maps. Okay, so I'm going to go over how you should be playing Kapkan because I know in a bunch of the lower ranks, people play them completely wrong. People in low ranks, people that don't know what they're doing, just want to throw his Kapkans on site, on the site doors, and just hope to get a kill without using their gun. I guess is what they do. And that's not really how you're supposed to play Kapkan. Kapkan is supposed to be to prevent an attack, to prevent entry from somewhere, not entry into the site, but entry from somewhere. So, as Kapkan, the best thing you can do is learn where the enemies come from and put Kapkans there. Learn what attack strategies work for the site you're defending and defend those strategies with your Kapkan traps. So, like if I was guarding right here, if I was guarding bedroom gym, people often come from down red stairs, sometimes out here, and then construction. Sometimes the hatch and then construction. So what you want to do instead of putting Kapkans right on site, put them somewhere they'd be coming from. Like a good spot for a Kapkan right here. They aren't going to see these unless they're looking for them. They're not going to be worried about a Kapkan this far away from sight usually. Especially in lower ranks. High rank, kind of understand that, but there's this. They'll be coming here. They'll be watching your construction here. Kapkans. Another thing, like this is a little closer to sight, but this works too. You think somebody's gonna drop hatch, and you have the walls reinforced and logistics. If these are reinforced, then the only thing they can do once they drop is come out of here. They're going to be looking here to exit. They're going to be looking here to exit. And the Kapkans are right there. So, instead of putting your Kapkans on site, try to put them where the attack is coming from. And you can learn that throughout the round. If you know your maps, the map knowledge is going to help you with that too. And prevent the attack from happening with your Kapkan traps. That's how you play Kapkan. Alright. Today I'm going to show you my favorite Kapkan spots for the top floor bomb site or border. Maybe all of border, but on the top site right now. If you don't play Kapkan much, his traps do 50 damage each. And so 2 of these is enough to kill a 3-speed. And so that's what I always do, because 3-speeds are usually the first people to hit Kapkans, because they're who's pushing in. And this is my go-to Kapkan spots for border. There's so many doors and doorways that the attacker's always got to be looking if there's a Kapkan. But these doorways right here are so secluded and it's hidden. Coming in from any direction. Very hard to spot if they're going to be looking here or looking here and walk right into them, because they're always worried about somebody swinging from hallway or holding an angle in fountain or swinging from fountain. So they're looking in this direction. They're not going to be looking here, and that's enough to kill a 3-speed. 2 of them actually. And that's my ideal setup for this. And then with the last Kapkan, I would go here. And I would throw it on this window. And this is because, you know, if somebody's weak, one Kapkan will kill them. This won't kill. But if somebody's here pushing you, or they come up the stairs pushing into sight, they're going to be looking here, 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 and here. They got to worry about all those spots. And so what they're not going to be worried about is if there's a Kapkan right here. So they're going to jump in and they're going to get hit by this. So that is a very strong Kapkan that is really hard to spot as an attacker that they won't be looking for. And this is my favorite Kapkan spots for the top floor of border. Alright, next I'm going to show you where I'd put my Kapkans on border if you were tellers and bathroom. You still have the 5 Kapkan traps, and where I would put them for this. A spot I like to do is right here, because usually attackers do like to come in from passport check. And these are hard to see because they'll be looking here, waiting for an angle, or looking here for an angle. They're not going to be looking here. The only downside to this spot of Kapkan is if somebody pushes from like rafters or something, or from stairs, or from here into here, they will see them. but it's most likely somebody will push in here before that. The other Kapkans, people usually don't realize that these are doorways, and so you can put Kapkans on them. Another strong Kapkan spot I like to put is right here. This usually gets somebody walking through it, and I'll put 2 here. It's also really hard to see because if any attacker is in this area, they're going to be looking here, not here. And then with the last Kapkan, I usually just throw it on a side doorway somewhere, which is not usually what you do with Kapkans. But with the last one that's not going to kill, you just wanted to hit somebody, which you could also put. This is a spot I use sometimes because coming from this way, they're going to be looking here if your tailors are here. You should have somebody playing workshop with this site, but that's my Kapkan spot for this. Next we have Consulate, and this map is also very strong for Kapkan. And my favorite Kapkan spot for upstairs is pretty much on this door right here, because if anybody comes up spiral, they're forced to either walk through this door while holding, into office, or take the time to look for Kapkans and shoot them while having themselves visible from that doorway. So most of the time, nobody's going to look there. They're going to be holding this angle to make sure they're safe, and they're going to run into the Kapkans. It's really hard for defenders to take the time to sit there and find those while they're in danger of being shot from sight. So this one works really well. Another one upstairs that I really like is over here on these other office doors. These offices are a very common attack location for attackers. They'll come in here and come through these doors, and so a good place to put them is right here on this doorway, on this left side right here. And this has the same effect as the other one I just showed you, where they can either put themselves in harm's way to look for Kapkans and shoot them out, give their location away so you can swing them, or they have to hold the angle like this, which is most likely what's going to happen. They're not going to look for them because they're going to be holding the door and worried about someone in the hallway. So they're going to be ADS'd and won't even see the Kapkans. So these are really good for getting a kill as well on Consulate. This next one is if you're playing Garage on Consulate, and this is my favorite Kapkan spot on the whole map actually. It's put Kapkans on the top of this spiral staircase right here, and no defender looks for these. I mean, I've used this for years before the rework and everything, and this has been my favorite Kapkan spot on this map. It gets a kill all the time. Somebody will push down, they'll swing it wide so they can see down the stairs more. Won't even take a glance at the Kapkans, and they're really hard to see. The lighting in here actually benefits you because it kind of blends in. Next is another one for the garage site, and I like to put one on this door right here as well because this is one of the only 2 entrances into the back part, and so this is used a lot, and it's really effective if you have Kapkans here and have head holes in the kitchen wall, because they'll be watching the head holes, which won't give them a chance to look down at these Kapkans, which makes it strong. Next I have a couple for Oregon. This one I like on any site. This doorway over here by a small tower is a very good spot. People normally don't look here, and this is a high traffic area for attackers to enter the building. And so they'll enter and they'll immediately, swing the hallway. It's really awkward to turn back to a corner. And so nobody's going to do that, and they stay really hidden. Another one for this map, this one's really common, but it is pretty effective, especially if the other team's not very, you kill their drones, they don't get a drone a whole lot. Putting some in this closet usually gets you a kill, or at least disrupts the attack. Next I have Coastline, and this spot was in my Defender Tips video, so if you want to go watch that, you can after this. But this spot is really good because these Kapkans go into this cabinet and they're pretty much hidden. Really, really difficult for a defender to see these, and it works really well. I usually put 2 because if you put 3, the third one sticks out a little bit. But with 2, they're both pretty much completely hidden, and the attacker coming from here, coming from reception, is not going to be able to see these. Won't even think anything about it and will walk through there and die to these Kapkans. Another spot I really like in Coastline is over by the over in Bar, the entrance to Sunrise, because this is also a high traffic entry spot if we're playing kitchen. And if you have somebody playing in Sunrise, these Kapkans work really well because the attacker will be really focused on Bar and the hallway behind, that he won't turn around to see the Kapkans. This usually gets a kill as well. And then with the 5th Kapkan, I usually throw it on this door right here just to create disruption from attackers rotating and all that. This is a good Kapkan spot because nobody really looks there. Another Kapkan spot I really like on Coastline is over near security. because if you've never seen it, these doorways right here are slightly thicker than most doorways. So when you put down the cap can, it actually goes halfway into the wood, and you can only halfway see the cap can. Really good for hiding these, and it's harder to get an angle to shoot. And this is also a pretty high traffic area for kitchen side, also for upstairs side. But these are really good because they're hidden, and they usually get me a kill on Coastline. Lastly, I've got some spots for bank, and this one's been good for a long time. But over here in open area, there's a doorway that leads into the actual offices. And so you can put Kapkans here, and they are very hard to notice and see, and very hard for a defender to have the time to look for when pushing in sight. Next, in bank, I'd like putting some on the opposite side of blue door. That way anybody coming up from blue won't notice these, because they'll have to pay attention to other angles as well. So if they come up, they'll have to be watching like square, so they won't be able to look for the Kapkans. This is also for the open area side. Thank you for watching the video. I'd like to hear your feedback in the comments, good or bad. Tell me what I need to improve on, what's good about the videos. If you want to see any other guides for any other operators, and if any of these tips helped you out, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll come out with new videos soon. Thank you.